Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Simplicity. Okay, Simplicity are a Kiwisaver provider here in New Zealand. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about my thoughts on Simplicity and why I think they're one of the better providers, and maybe things to look out for from your Kiwisaver provider to make sure that you're getting the best deal. Okay guys, so fees are so crucial when it comes to Kiwisaver. And any investment in anything, really, you want to know what the fees that you're getting charged. Okay, that's how much they're creaming off the top. Okay, usually they hide it in the fine print at the back there somewhere, so you may have to dig deep in the in the agreement that you've got with them. They don't like to put this out there. Except Simplicity, on the other hand, they do. They have it right there on the front homepage, how much they're charging in fees. So definitely look at how much fees you're getting charged from your Kiwisaver provider, okay? The average sort of fees for Kiwisaver providers in New Zealand is around that 1.5%, which is too high in my opinion. You want to be sort of looking at those ones that are sort of in that 0.5 and below, okay? The fees over the lifetime of your investing career, let's say. So let's say you started investing at 18, you worked a standard job, you got a pretty standard salary, and you worked right up to the age of 65. And you contributed all those years to your Kiwisaver. On average, if you were invested with Simplicity, a low fee charging provider, will be about a $65,000 difference. That is huge, okay? That's like 18,000 cups of coffee down at the local cafe, or maybe a nice dream car. Maybe you've always dreamed of having a car. That's your car there. Or maybe you wanted to travel around the world. You could travel around the world for a good year, let's say, on this, $65,000 difference. So there's just a couple of reasons of why you really want to make sure that your Kiwisaver provider is charging you minimal fees, okay? Okay, so what sort of fees does Simplicity charge? Their yearly fees are $20 management fee and then a 0.31% management fee on your entire fund as well, okay? So that, let's say you've got $10,000 invested in your Kiwisaver. That works out to be $51. So you got the 0.31 and then the $20 management fee, $51. Obviously, if you've got more, you got 20 grand in there, well done, then it's going to be double that, and so forth. But yeah, that's the fees you're going to get slugged across their three main funds through Simplicity. Okay, so what does Simplicity invest in? Okay, they invest in ETFs and index funds that track those indexes. Okay, that's the Australian markets, the New Zealand markets, and then the global markets as well, the Americans, Europe, Japan, wherever. They've got their finger in all the pies, let's say, okay? And generally, if you look over the long term, low-fee index funds, they generally outperform active managers, okay? Warren Buffett, if you haven't heard of Warren Buffett, look him up. Anyway, Warren Buffett, he made a bet with some active fund managers. He said, look, I'll give you 10 years, I'm going to chuck $1 million down, and I reckon I can beat you just putting my money into a low-cost index fund, and we'll see who comes out after 10 years. End of the 10 years, who do you think won? Warren Buffett cleaned them up. Didn't actually clean them up, but it was pretty close. But it just shows he did nothing with it. He put the $1 million there, didn't touch it for 10 years. Beat the other guy that's actively trading, buying, selling on a daily basis. So yeah, that's the same sort of funds that Simplicity is investing your money with, which is great. Okay guys, so to wrap things up today, we already know that Simplicity, they're a low fee fund provider. They invest ethically, they donate to charity, all great things. Final thing we need to look at is, what sort of numbers. It's all very well being low management fees, but if they're only returning you 0.5%, not very good. Okay, so let's dive in, have a look at the numbers. As you can see on the screen here, they've been doing pretty well, even considering the volatile market that we've had this year. You can see the conservative there's coming in at 6.67, balanced at 7.2, and the growth at 6.97. I think those are pretty great returns considering what the market's been doing this year. General rule of thumb, your growth would generally outperform your balance and your conservative, but they're all pretty neck and neck. And that's because the growth fund has obviously invested more into the equity markets, the different stock markets around the world, which have taken a big dive earlier in March. And then if you look at it over the 3-year sort of period there, you've got a 6.61% on the conservative, 8.18 on the balanced, and 9.25 on the growth. Look, those are great returns. I'd be wrapped with that. I am wrapped with that. That's who I'm with. But do do your own research. Have a look, see where your fund is stacking up, see what fees your fund's charging you. There's plenty of great websites out there. You've got Sorted, you've got CanStar. Get on there, have a bit of a look, and I can guarantee 9 times out of 10, Simplicity will probably be trumping you not only on performance but on the fees as well. So get in there, spend half an hour. You'll thank yourself in 30 years from now when you've got an extra 60 odd grand sitting in your Kiwisaver. Hey, that's all I've got for you guys today. If you enjoyed today's video, give us a like. It's much appreciated. Keeps me going on the channel. And also, if you want to see some more videos like this in the future, not just Kiwisaver related, but investing related, hit the subscribe button below. That'd be much appreciated. And we will catch you in the next video. See ya.